insurance and thought you out of your mind.
So, that's not pleasant. So it's a small bit of bad luck, but still significant. Losing the use of a hand or even a finger can change how and if you can do things. Well, in spite of the sun coming down on me right here, it's actually raining out there, which shows you in the tropics how quick you can go from blue sky to a downpour. So we're just sitting under the edge of the cave. What we're going to do is we're going to head out of here. We're not going to stay in this cave for the rest of the summer. We're going to head out to an island. Before we do that, I want to go over the survival gear that we have. I have to look at this whole scenario in two ways. One is what happens when two men like Ian Thompson and Victorian Klaus have to ditch quick in that situation. Do you have a ditch bag that's ready to go? Bob and I did. We had our backpacks. And as a result, we've got boots in there. We've got our rain gear. We've each got our multi-tools and our knives. The other thing that I wanted to do, though, was I wanted to set up our more official ditch bag. This I just picked up off the counter. It was empty, so I know what's in it. And that's a key point. A lot of times, 2 people go, 4 people go, and the only person who knows what's in the survival kit is the person who set it up. Bob should know everything that's in this kit. He should have been with me when I filled it. If there was any kind of extreme emergency in a scenario like this, Bob is left to scramble, wondering what's in here. Are there flares? Are there matches? Is there a signal mirror? Is there a radio? He wouldn't know. So in this case, we're going to go through the kit, and this will be Bob's first shot at seeing it as well. Rope. This I just grabbed for fun. All right, survival blanket, mask and snorkel. This almost seems decadent. Taking a fishing net and a survival pack. The reality is, yeah, I find fish nets all around the ocean shores. With any luck at all, they'll fill our bellies. We landed in a spot that looked like it was the one safe spot we could land. It turns out we could get out here. But we're here to survive. What we're going to do is we're going to get back in our raft. We're going to head out. We're going to make our way over to an island. Continue surviving. We also have 1 jug of fresh water, and I threw in my own personal survival kit with first aid. This location was the ultimate in lucky. We could walk out. So I want to strand us where we can't. We're here to test out dual survival based on a shipwreck. So we need to strand ourselves on an island where we can't walk home. Straight. Now go, go, go. Another big wave coming. Lean towards me. Okay. Made it up. It does go to show you that of all the random places we could have landed last night, it wasn't that hard to find one that offered near instant salvation, a trail up and out. So I've radio signaled the crew to come back to give us a ride 50 miles away to a small group of islands. But even for this, we find ourselves floating about between the swells, with the crew unable to find us. Fortunately, they do, and they've dropped us off near a tiny group of islands. Crew's repositioned us. Basically battle for the waste, make it back to one of these islands. No easy chore once we get out of the ocean area here. We've got all of the wind and current coming at us. We gotta make it over there. We have no food and only a small bit of water left. So the beautiful impression of surf and sand betrays the immediate need of food, water, and shelter. A tropical paradise can also be nothing more than a sun-scorched prison. No, watch it, watch it, watch it. That's the most poisonous snake in the world. watch it, watch it. I'm pretty sure that's a pelagic sea snake. That's the most poisonous snake in the world, according to many people. Wow. I'm glad you stopped me from stepping on that. That was close, man. You're gonna have to watch yourselves on this island. Your eyes open. It's a stinger. Well, tell me what you think we should do tonight. Like now. We've got about 5 hours of daylight.
Get a fire put in, get all the fires put together, ready to light for sundown.
Should I off again tonight?
Yeah.
It's not raining. That's good luck. It's not difficult to walk around in the jungle here. That's good luck. We have a soft, sandy beach all around the island. And that's good luck. So complacency can take over our perspective quickly. Yet I can't let it. We need to get to work. And even in such a tropical paradise, that still means shelter and warmth. I'm working on a new shelter using our raft as our bed, while Bob uses the two-lighter technique to get a new fire going. But in one moment of complacency, Bob changes our luck of having 2 lighters by accidentally leaving one of them within reach of the flames. The one lighter alone is now useless, which means turning to our survival kits and using up precious fire-starting supplies. We don't talk much tonight. We just get down to work. We have no cage to shelter us this night, but we do have a few of the survival items like an emergency blanket and plastic garbage bag. Whatever I do, whatever mistakes I make or advantages I find will affect Bob, and vice versa. This is the beauty and the problem with dual survival. We have to work together or we can bring each other down quickly and make survival much tougher than it needs to be. Bob and I made it through the night pretty well, unscathed. We must have fallen asleep pretty well in the beginning of the night, and as a result, fire died on us. But that's not the scariest part of the night was that the tide came up so high. This entire island, all of the sand is obliterated by high tide. Well, last night, the water came all the way up to right there, just right in front of that camera right there. So basically about 6 feet from our raft is how high the water came up. It's time to see what other supplies we have available. My whole point with the survival kit is a part of what I like to do just to make sure I'm getting things right. So this is my kit, and it starts with this. The pouch itself becomes actually a bit of a catch bag, a container. Flint striker, fire pellets, of course, rope, garbage bag, great for signaling, and if we need to, we can cut it apart and make ourselves a better rain roof here. Pack of fishing gear, flagging tape, and of course, last but not least, my favorite part of all of it, we've got a pot now. So that's my survival kit, and I want to see how this makes life better for us. Bob will be back soon with some coconuts, I hope, so I will start making a place where we can husk them. Communication is key in our growth and survival, and Bob has a determined mind of his own. As much as he wants to do whatever he can to make things better for us both, without communication, we may start to frustrate each other.
I'm gonna head down the shore over here, see a pond here by the beach. Let's see if I can get some big, huge shells. Drinking coconuts.
An hour now. And what we didn't do was we didn't say how long he would be gone for. We didn't establish that. So as a team, we're pulling a fail on communication. When are we coming back? As Bob Wilson and I develop shipwreck survival on what would appear to be a tropical paradise, he has inland for a trip that I thought would have taken 20 minutes, yet a couple of hours passed And I instantly start thinking the worst case scenario. What if he snapped an ankle? Or was bitten by a snake? So I've taken to eating coconut to kill the time, to get my mind on better things. But inside, I'm frustrated and worried.
Alright. Should be now.
This piece in the middle, some people call it the coconut apple. I call it the best part. It's gonna be great. And here comes Bob. Hey, Bob. Wow. Look at them all. Wow. Okay. So if these are all edible, we're rocking. Well, we made one mistake, and that was we didn't establish any communication. I thought you were only going to be gone 15 minutes. From now on, we split up. We should talk about how long we expect to be, so each other knows. Bob and I are boosted up a bit from the energy of eating some of the coconuts. Shelter's kind of set up. A lot of fire material has been gathered. And we've got a boost of energy right now to make use of it by hiking in to the center of the island just to see what else we can find.
Proactive survival will always mean checking out the surrounding area for advantages.
A lot of times when you look at an island and you see all of the coconuts are missing off the trees, and it's not a place where there are a lot of humans, that's often the reason coconut crabs going up, cutting down, eating them on the ground. See that tree up there? I mean, there's not much on it, probably because coconut crabs. I mean, we've got so many great coconuts just on the ground that we can eat. All Bob and I are really looking for are the green coconuts. We get a nice full drink of water out of them, and that extends our own water supply. One of the key things to surviving a long time is making sure that what you have that works lasts a long time. So if you can, for example, keep drinking coconut water without getting serious diarrhea, make your own water supply last, you survive longer. And that's what we would like to do. I'm so high. It's not as easy as it looks. Look at this, here's some